Then common points, registers, returns, abstracts, and notice. These are all certain transaction activities which has to happen under various labor laws on an ongoing basis, right? But it is now consolidated. So as we saw in the beginning, the number of registers coming down, number of returns coming down, right? And the other industries are now allowed to maintain electronic form of registers, right? So that is also done. And whenever they want to make an application, it can be done online, right? But of course, PF, I think they are way ahead. ESI Corporation, they are also way ahead. But the labor department, be it the central labor department or state labor departments, they may have to catch up, right? Because only then we will be in a position to make the application online. And wide scope for the definition of the term establishment. We saw that if there are 10 or more workers, then that industry will be considered as an establishment, and then the registration is to be done under occupational safety code. And appropriate government is defined. Currently, out of the 13 legislations, 4 legislation has separate definitions, right? Now it is made common. So it is a common definition. So one single definition for the entire 13 legislations. Again, the definition of the term employee, worker, almost the same as we discussed under code on wages. And the role of inspector, here also it is inspector come facilitator, almost same here also. And exclusive facilities for transgender, like we provide facilities, separate facilities exclusively for the women workers, I think we may have to provide it for transgenders also henceforth, right? That is mentioned in section 23, but of course we have to wait for the rules to come. And again, under building and other construction workers, earlier it said that if some construction is carried out in a premises which is covered under the Factories Act or the Mines Act, for that construction, BOCW Act will not be applicable, right? But instead of that, now they are merely saying if the construction is related to any factory or mine, I think there could be some implication on that. And if the construction happens to be for the purpose of residence, right, then only if the cost of the project goes beyond 10 lakh, the BOCW Act was applicable. Now this 10 lakh is made as 50 lakhs. So if the cost of the project goes beyond, if it is for the residential purpose of one single individual or multiple persons, if it goes beyond 50 lakhs, only then the BOCW portion will be applicable. And of course, the 10 or more workers, earlier there was a cap, only if there are 10 or more workers, only then BOCW Act will be applicable. That cap is now removed. And the definition of the term family, it is now getting widened. They have included, in fact, grandparents and widowed sisters also, because considering the current social situation. And as we discussed for code on wages, the penalties here under occupational safety also, it is getting increased. You can see from 10,000 to 1 lakh, from 25,000 to 5 lakh, and up to 4 lakh. I think for falsification contravention, it is penalty up to 1 lakh. I think there are sections ranging from 94 to 140, 21 sections they discussed about the punishments.